Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. It's me, Yasmin K, back with another video. And in this video, we're just going to be going through a guide to unshakable confidence. I'm just going to be giving y'all 5 simple steps to love yourselves. We're just going to be talking about loving ourselves, and we're going to be growing in that because I feel as though this is going to be the most important thing. Your relationship with yourself is going to be a determining factor of the relationship that you have with anything else, whether it's your finances, the people at your job, your relationship, your friends, your family, God, all of that. So we need to focus on that and make sure that that's a priority so we're able to grow and have unshakable confidence in who we are and who God called us to be. So let's just get right into the video. So number one, my first piece of advice, or my first step, is to be honest with yourself. I feel as though the first thing we have to do is be honest with ourselves. We have to actually look ourselves in the mirror, smell our own shit, whatever you want to say, and like really just have a reality check and let us know where we're at in life. Check where you at in life. Give your mental check, a physical check, a spiritual check, a financial check. And if you're not where you want to be, that's completely fine. But I feel as though you're not going to be able to grow, and you're not going to be able to change the direction and the trajectory of your life if you're not being honest with yourself. This is not the time to be delusional. We really need to figure out where we're at in life. Where have we placed ourselves? Because we're not going to be able to know what direction to move in and to grow into if we don't know where we at. You talking about you want to go to Chick-fil-A. How do I get for Chick-fil-A? Where the fuck are you? I don't know where you at, girl. From where? From where? You know, there's thousands of directions depending on where you are. So we need to make sure we have a starting point so we know exactly what steps to take and to make so we can get to the place where we want to be. Honestly. So you gotta snap out of the delusion. It's not time to be the little pretty princess. It's time to actually be honest with yourself and in a loving way, and evaluate your life to figure out exactly where you are. For real. Step 2, after we be honest with ourselves, we need to accept ourselves for who we currently are. So once you lay your shit out on the table and you say, this is who I am, you need to love every aspect of who you are. Even if you don't like it, even if you know that you're just going to change and that's not the person that you want to be, you need to love every aspect of that. You need to accept every aspect of that, because when we move forward and we're changing, and once we're growing in confidence and love within ourselves, we don't want to move forward in shame and guilt. We don't want to shame ourselves into changing, because once we shame ourselves into changing, that's not going to be a change that's going to be permanent. It's not going to be temporary, because once something comes, once life get hard or something happen and our environment or our circumstances aren't the same, then we're not going to feel that way. We're still going to shame ourselves, and we're still going to feel bad about ourselves. We want to actually genuinely love ourselves. We don't want to scare ourselves into loving ourselves, because then it's not going to be true love. It's going to be fear. So it's going to be forced, and we don't want it to be forced. We want it to be natural. We want it to be unshakable. No matter where I'm at in life, no matter what happens to me, no matter what I do, I still love myself, and I know that I have a vow to grow. And because I'm taking that vow, and because I'm moving in that, I'm not going to feel any less of myself, because I know that I am human and I know who God called me to be. So I'm going to move in that. I'm not going to look down on myself and beat myself up for not doing something or for not having something, because I know if God want me to have it, He's going to place it on my heart, and I'm going to take those steps, no matter how fast or slow, to obtain those goals. And that's that. There's no room for shame or guilt. There's no need for it either. That's why there ain't no room for it. Why are you guilting yourself into being this person when you can confidently and you can peacefully be that person without all the anxiety or the depression or the negative self-talk? It don't make sense, honestly. 3, I feel like 3 is spend time with yourself. And I feel as though this step is going to assist you with accepting yourself with your step 2. So when you spend time with yourself, you're literally putting yourself in positions where you can grow your confidence. Confidence to me is an action word. You want to be confident, or you feel as though you're not confident because you haven't accomplished a lot. And that's crazy. Payroll, Giovanni, your confidence low because you need to be accomplishing mode. Honestly, that's easy. I feel like that's the simplest way you can put that, and that's letter to the loss. I'm gonna link that down below, y'all. But your confidence low because you need to be accomplishing more. Once you spend time with yourself and once you put yourself out there, you're gonna, because of the shit that you see in this world and because of what God is placing in front of you, you're going to set goals for yourself. And once you actually take actions and set goals for yourself, you're going to have confidence in your ability. You know that you have the ability to walk. You have confidence in that ability because you have been doing it so much. When you were 1, 2, 6 months, however old you was, when you was walking, you wasn't as a baby, you probably wasn't that confident. But as you practice more, as you put yourself in situations, or as your parents put yourself in situations to walk freely, to gain your balance, to understand how to walk and run, you became confident in that ability because now you know what you're doing. And that's with anything else in life. But the only way that we can gain confidence in our ability is actually putting ourselves out there. We got to put ourselves out there to expand ourselves. We need to expand our capacity. We need to expand what we think. We need to expand our perspective of the world, because we're not going to be able to expand who we think we are, or what we think we deserve, or what we think we worth, if we keep on putting ourselves in a box and keep on being homebodies and not actually going and experiencing the world. Honestly, in Genesis, one of the things that God told Adam to do was to explore the world. He put him on this earth to explore the world. He put us on this earth to explore the world. It's so big. It's so many different cultures. It's so many different everything on here for a reason. We need to go and experience those things. We need to figure out what we don't like and what we do like. We need to actually figure out how complex are we? Are we really simple, or are we really complex? You really need to figure that out, and you're not able to figure that out by scrolling on your phone and looking at what other people are doing. The only way you can figure that out is if you actually put yourself in that position. Put yourself in situations where you need to prove to yourself your ability. You need to show it for yourself. And then you're going to grow confident, because now you know if you're not good, if you're not an athlete, and you like, okay, now, bitch, we ain't gonna do that next time. Now you know better. You're not confident in the ability to do anything athletic, and that's completely fine. But you wouldn't have known that if you wouldn't have not been put in a position where you have to exercise that ability. And I feel as though that we need to put ourselves in positions where we are trying new things, especially by ourselves, to show ourselves how strong we are, how brave we are, how courageous we are, how smart and independent we are, how faithful we are. It's a lot of things that you will learn by doing things by yourself, but you will only learn them if you go out and do them. So get up and go out and do it. You've been planning things. You've been wanting to do a lot of things on your list, but you feel as though that you don't have somebody to go with, or you don't have this, or you don't have that. And a lot of times it's because you don't want to do it alone. And you probably are in that situation because God wants you to do it alone. Go learn yourself. Go love yourself. It's okay. It's okay. And step 4 is a piggyback on step 3. Step 4 is try new things. So like I was saying, it's okay to try new things. God put us on this earth to explore the earth. We're going to be able to expand our capacity of who we are and how we view the world when we try new things. And then we also are going to learn ourselves. And once you learn yourself, you're going to grow deeper in this love that you have for yourself, because you're going to appreciate every intricate part about you. You're going to appreciate the part that didn't give up on you. You're going to appreciate the part that put you out in this type of culture, or at this restaurant, or at this place to meet these type of people, or to try this food, or to run into this type of designer, or whatever it is. You're going to be so appreciative of that version of you that the love that you have for yourself is going to grow deeper, because you appreciate and you're grateful to have those experiences. And I feel as though once you get into that point, I feel as though that's when you actually start to see yourself. And once you see yourself, that's when the unshakable and like the foundation is actually starting to like, come together and starting to be firm, because I see myself. And I'm okay with taking up space. I'm okay with just being who I am. I feel as though I'm cool. I feel as though I'm fun. I'm the shit. I'm the baddest. I'm KK47. Y'all got me fucked up. And I'm okay with that. Can't nobody make me feel bad about that, because when I'm out, I feel good about myself now, because I actually see myself. I actually know who I am. And I'm not apologizing for who I am. Why would I apologize? Me apologizing for who I am is basically saying that God made a mistake. And God don't make no mistakes. He made me this way for a reason. I'm not about to apologize for how God made me. You was out your mind. No, that's disrespectful to him. And I feel as though you should also feel that way. Take up some space. Tell a bitch to move over. Tell a bitch to move over. You need some space. It's a new sheriff in town. Honestly, y'all, that's how I feel. Like, no, don't let nobody make you feel small. Don't make yourself feel small. And at the moment that you start feeling small, that's when you need to do something bold. That's when you need to put yourself out there so you can keep that negative energy out the window. No, it's bold. It's time for us to make bold changes. But yes, it's time for us to make bold decisions. And I really feel as though that we really start with you. You start with you. You change you, and you change how you interact in the world, and you change how you see the world, and the world's going to start, the way the world look is going to change. You're going to see the world different. And I feel as though that's the best thing that I've learned so far. And I want to continue to grow in that, because I just feel as though that's just going to deepen the roots in me loving myself and having this confidence this newfound confidence that I have now that I never thought I would have. And my last tip is speak highly of yourself. I feel as though with doing tips 1 through 4, that's great. But if you're not speaking highly of yourself, it's going to be very, very detrimental to your growth and your process. If you love something, you're not going to speak negative on it. Period. So if this is a guide to unshakable confidence and a guide to loving yourself, we can't love ourselves if we're talking negative about ourselves. We can't love ourselves if we're talking down on ourselves, or if we're telling ourselves that we can't do certain things, especially if it's things that God placed on our heart. That don't make sense. And I'm going to keep on saying that you talking down on yourself, you talking bad about yourself, you're not loving yourself, is really a slap in the face to God. It's telling God that he made a mistake and that he shouldn't have made you this way and that he made a mistake. So you picture yourself looking at God and telling him, you wrong, you made a mistake. You don't know what you're talking about. You know how foolish that sounds. Exactly. And that's how you look. And I feel as though once people start putting shit in layman's term and start putting shit on the table for people, I'm not about to keep on. Sometimes you might get a little decoration, you might get a little sugar on it. But a lot of times people don't need to be sugarcoat shit. I'm about to tell you what it is for real. Because if you're that type of woman, then you have been very, very disrespectful. You might feel down and be like, why God treating me like this and all this stuff. And you don't even know that you're being very, very disrespectful to God. And we need to get out of that. And I'm only saying that because I've been in that situation where I'm thinking that God made a mistake. And I'm not even looking, and I don't even have my eyes open to all the blessings and the miracles that he have in my life and that he's given me. That's very, very disrespectful and ungrateful. And we don't need to be like that. You can't love yourself and not be appreciative and grateful and actually express that to yourself. Tell yourself you look good. I'm a bad bitch. I'm the baddest. I like to say that me saying I'm the baddest, that's I don't want to say it's an alter ego. That's a part of me. That's the confidence. That's the brave one. That's the one that's not afraid to speak up. That's the one that's not afraid to express herself with her hair and her makeup and her nails and the car she drives and the music she listens to. That's her. I'm the badass. Trina is gonna have to move over. She gonna have to retire the name because it's a new bitch in town. Period. Y'all got me fucked up. Like, seriously, you have to have that about you. However you feel, whatever your aura is, whatever your demeanor is, you have to live in that, and you gotta be okay with. You might not feel that way. You might not like to say that you the baddest bitch. You might like to say that you are a queen, and that you are a woman of God, or that you're a cutie, or that you're a boss. Whatever you like to feel it in, that's okay. And I feel as though us as women, we need to make sure that we're not letting the enemy and we're not letting social media have us overlook the actual meaning of that, because we can fill it in with whatever word and title you want to. It's not about the title that you're using. It's about the feeling that we have. The same feeling that I just described when I call myself the baddest, the same energy and all that stuff. You felt the same way. You feel the same way when you say you a queen, when you say you a boss. We all feel the same way. And that's what we need to focus on. It doesn't matter what the title is. It's about how we feel. It's about how we feel when we put that title in front of our names, or when we talk highly of ourselves, and when we speak about ourselves in that way. We need to keep ourselves in that energy, and we need to respect other women when they also are in that energy. Just because they might not express it the same way as you does not mean that you should rain on people parade. And I feel like a lot of people who don't speak highly of themselves are the same women that rain on people parades and rain on other women parades when they see them being confident, speaking highly of themselves. Once you start speaking highly of yourself, it's not going to make you uncomfortable that somebody else doing it. Because I'm like, bitch, I be doing the same thing. Bitch, I be thinking the same thing, bitch. I'm glad you said something. Now we about to be cool because I'm glad you said something. I'm glad you said something. And then we like-minded. No, you need to be okay with being yourself. You speaking highly of yourself, you loving yourself, and you doing it out loud in public around other women, you're going to give them the okay to do it. It's just like when you at a party and you see ain't nobody, I don't know how y'all was, but I'm at a party, ain't nobody twerking. Keep up. I'm at a party, ain't nobody twerking, ain't nobody dancing, they not doing nothing. Guess what I'm going to do? Wherever I'm at, I'm not going to go in the middle of the dance floor and move. Wherever I'm at, I'm about to Dougie on the beach. I'm about to twerk. Whatever vibe is going, it's a gorilla. I'm about to do whatever the vibe is on. I'm about to do it exactly where I'm at. And then when I look up and I'm done and I'm tired and I'm looking for some water, I look around. Everybody turned up now. Everybody turned up now. Sometimes you do have to be that person in your community, in your environment, that show women and show other girls and show other people that it's okay to be you. Society has made us feel so bad, especially women, for being us. They want to put people in a box so freaking bad, and I don't like that. You're not about to put me in a box. No, you're not about to put me in a box. And I like to show all parts of me so I can clearly show y'all I am complex. You can't put me in no box. I am just me. I am me, and I like the shit that I like to do. And that's just that. That's how God made me. And I feel as though I know me showing myself, me expressing myself is going to make another woman comfortable with her own self. And I love that. That's great. And I feel as though as women, we all need to carry their responsibility Speak highly of yourself. Speak highly of other women. Be comfortable in your skin. Show other women that it's okay to be comfortable in your skin. Don't judge people and don't judge yourself because you don't fit in with certain standards. Why are you trying to fit in with some standards that you don't want to appease? Y'all be talking, men be talking about they want, you ain't trying to appease to a man's standard, and you, when you look at these dusty ass niggas, these aren't even the niggas that you would want to talk to. No, don't try to fit into somebody else's box. Fit into your own whatever. You might not even be a box. You might be in a circle and you trying to fit into somebody's box, and that's the fucking problem. That's what I'm trying to tell y'all. So learn yourself. Spend time with yourself. Don't shame yourself. Don't guilt yourself. Don't talk down on yourself. Be honest with yourself and love you. When I promise you doing all of that, first of all, you're not even going to have the time and energy to be negative. And then you're going to be able to see that your world change. The way that you view the world change. The way that you view yourself is going to change because you're actually putting work and you're actually grateful and appreciative of you and the versions of you that got you to where you're currently at. So yeah, that's all that I have for you guys today. If you like videos like this, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with anybody and everybody that you feel as though might like this video. Y'all stay blessed and stay positive. Peace.